when you're at the top, like as the leader, as the CEO, man, your vulnerabilities show up in so many different ways. So I think this is such a tool for not even just a one-time sold out launch, but for the rest of your life.
Ultimately, I think it's tapping into believing in yourself and believing that you have what it takes to create the business of your dreams, of your vision, and that I have what it takes. I believe in myself so much that, and sometimes when we launch, just as I shared at the beginning, we when we look back on what we did, because some people, it's how you perceive failure. And for me, if I've looked back on my career, it could be seen as failure after failure after failure. But actually, it wasn't. I see it as lessons I learned. And, I'm just like, okay, brilliant. I got all those lessons, which I'm going to apply to the next launch. The only failure is when you give up. And that's not really an option, when you have that belief in the vision. So I can literally create a tapping script for anything. So I think I've given you a couple of suggestions there, but what would you think would be the most valuable for your audience?
This whole, so my program is the Sold Out Launch, and what we do in there is we do create the foundation. We do create a vision. Like, I have them really connect with like who they are as that fashion CEO, and understanding their role, that they can't be doing all the little things, that soon enough they're going to become this leader. And I think one of the biggest vulnerabilities that the girls right now, they have just created their focus group. So we do a whole section on how to build out a focus group, how to get the feedback, how to find your standout product. The moment where they create this focus group is where I see the most like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually doing it. They haven't even really launched yet, but it's the fact that they're putting themselves out there. So maybe tapping that, like when I launch, like when I do have my launch, like that everything's going to go smoothly, and that, I've done the work. I have the feed, like I feel good about what I have done. I know I have done the work. I know I've done the steps that I need to do in order to have a sold out launch. And like, I don't know, something around that, because I think even right now, real time with the members, and I understand why they might be like, still that doubt is creeping in. So if they had a tool to remove the doubt until their actual launch date, wow, I feel like they would just be unstoppable.
All right, perfect. All right then. So Nicole, do you want to copy after me? I'll go through the points very quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on speaker view because I want everyone to see you. And then I'm up at the top right here, being able to, or in the background or whatever.
All right, lovely. So we start off in the karate chop point, and on this point here, we are going to tap on the doubt, the uncertainty, and perhaps the just worry about the launch, not being successful. We're just going to tap on the doubt, even though I've got some doubts right now. So
for people listening, to explain to them each point too.
It's called the karate chop point. So it's below the little finger, that fleshy bit there. Imagine if you're going to chop a piece of karate, that's the bit of your hand you'd use. And you can use either hand, either side. Some people prefer to tap with their dominant hand, so whichever feels more comfortable. I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand to tap on my left, but either side is fine. So that's the first point. And here we do the setup phrases, and then but you're just going to talk and tap repeat after me. And then when we then moved to the clearing phase, to let go of the doubt. So this is when we move to these points here, so where the eyebrow meets the bridge of the nose, and again, left or right. Side of the eye, again, left or right, or do both if you're feeling really doubtful. Under the eye, just here, under the nose, the chin, which is just below your lip, on the dip. Then here we've got the collarbone bit, so it's kind of like just where that kind of U bit is on your collarbone. Imagine coming down 2 inches and then across 2 inches. So either side, about here. Can you see me just here?
Yeah.
And then under the arm, kind of a couple of inches underneath your armpit. For ladies, that would be where your bra strap would sit if you're wearing one. And then the top of your head, which is like the crown. Okay. And these all relate, as I said earlier, to Chinese meridian points, which are part of the Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine system. So ancient meridian system. So they're the points, so the second phase is the clearing, release. And the third part is where we draw in the positive affirmations and we bring in the positivity. So you'll see the sequence of events, because people say, why is she tapping on all this negative stuff? You know, that is just acknowledging the emotion, processing it, releasing. It's called emotional freedom technique. The second bit is the release. And then the third bit is drawing the positive affirmations. There's no point just going straight to the positive affirmations until you've let go of the stuff you've been holding on to. So, you know, it kind of makes sense. So yeah, are you ready?
Yes, this is okay. I want to film this too here. So if you are listening and you're like, wait a second, I want to see what are they doing? I am recording this, and I will probably in the show notes somewhere, I'll put a link to be able to watch this video with Melanie. So when you're not driving your car, you can be tapping with us to release all this doubt. And, you know, for whatever this goal might look like to you, if it is a sold out launch, you can do this and experience what this feels like. All right.
And one thing I would say for people listening on audio only, you can just tap on one of the points, either the karate chop or just on the collarbone, the chest point. Okay. They're quite effective. If you can't, obviously it's better to do the whole, you know, script, but if you are listening and you want to participate, then just tap on one of those points. So, but purposes of this, we'll do all of them. So
okay, that sounds great.
Okay,
that's super
all right,
cool.
Here we go. Okay. Even though I have these doubts about my upcoming launch, I'm feeling a bit nervous. And the doubts are creeping in. I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though I have this anxiety about my launch. All this work that I've put in. What if it's a failure? And that makes me feel worried and anxious. I choose to love and honor myself anyway. Even though I have these doubts around my launch. And sometimes I feel a bit uncertain. I choose to deeply and completely. Love and forgive myself. And anyone else who may be contributing to these feelings.
And anyone that may be contributing to these feelings.
Okay, we'll now go to the eyebrow point. All these doubts about the launch.
All
this work I've put into it.
All this work that I put into it.
All this effort. Sometimes I doubt myself. Am I really cut out for this? But these are just thoughts. And I'm going to let go of these thoughts. Because they're not serving me any purpose. And I'm going to let go of the doubt. I'm going to let go of the uncertainty. I'm clearing it away now. I'm releasing now. Letting go of all the uncertainty. Letting go of the belief that I don't have what it takes. I'm letting that all go now.
I'm letting that all go now.
And I'm choosing instead.
And I'm choosing instead.
Some more empowering beliefs.
Some more empowering beliefs.
Some more positive thoughts.
Some more positive thoughts.
That I do have what it takes.
That I do have what it takes.
I believe in my vision.
I believe in my vision.
I believe in my dreams.
I believe in my dreams.
And I believe I have what it takes.
And I believe I have what it takes.
To have an extraordinary launch.
To have an extraordinary launch.
To have a really successful launch.
To have a really successful launch.
And I'm ready for this.
And I'm ready for this.
I'm really excited about my launch.
I'm really excited about my launch.
And I choose to believe in myself.
And I choose to believe in myself.
I choose to believe in my dreams.
I choose to believe in my dreams.
And I choose to believe in my vision.
And I choose to believe in my vision.
I choose to know that I am a success.
I choose to know that I am a success.
To get this far already.
To get this far already.
Is a huge success.
Is a huge success.
And I'm so proud of myself.
And I'm so proud of myself.
And I'm so grateful for having an amazing launch.
And I'm so grateful for having an amazing launch.
And this is a stepping stone.
And this is a stepping stone.
Towards even more success.
To even more success.
Because my success is inevitable.
Because my success is inevitable.
And I'm ready for this.
And I'm ready for this.
Feeling really good about this.
Feeling really good about this.
I know I have what it takes.
I know I have what it takes.
To achieve my goals and my dreams.
To achieve my goals and my dreams.
I choose to believe in my really successful launch.
I choose to believe in my really successful launch.
And I'm allowing the universe to support me.
And I'm allowing the universe to support me.
And I'm allowing all the help I need to come to me.
And I'm allowing all the help I need to come to me.
And I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for this.
Feeling really good about this.
I'm feeling really good about this.
Feeling really excited about this.
I'm feeling really excited about this.
In body, mind, and spirit.
In body, mind, and spirit.
Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And at this point, I would just focus on one aspect of your vision. I think about, the outcome of something you wanted, the end result. Imagine something at the end that you can see in your mind's eye, and just sit with that vision for 2 or 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and just sit with that vision. So that's what I'd recommend to do at the end of this round of tapping.
Whoa. That was so cool. We did it once at that mastermind or at one of the live events, but here we go. This is my but we never, I don't think I've done it like that. That was so neat. I loved that.
Yeah, I think because that was probably a good 2 or 3 years ago now, and yeah, my techniques have changed, my processes have changed, and yeah, I've really seen the huge value in combining, really bringing the two together, the tapping while you're already in that heightened feel good state, and then think about the vision, just sit with it for a few minutes to really embody it, to see the future in advance, to live it now, because your body really your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real.
Should you also think about it before you start, or because then you're how does that work?
It depends, because it depends what kind of emotional state you're in before you start tapping. If you're not in a good place, if you're feeling really worried or anxious, the most important thing to do is to get your vibe back up again. So I think it would absolutely connect with your vision every day. First thing in the morning is a great time, before you've allowed any stresses of the day to creep in, before you even open your eyes in the morning. Look at that, see that vision in your mind's eye, really connect with it, and before you go to bed at night. But adding the tapping, just clears away all the other stuff that has a chance to build up, all the doubts and all the uncertainty. We want to get rid of that as much as we can.